Welcome to Versus, the best career comparison channel. Two artists, two careers, and only one winner. In this video, we compares two of the biggest rock stars in history, Bruce Springsteen and Bryan Adams. Which album sold more copies, Born in the USA or Reckless? Which hit was bigger, Summer of '69 or Dancing in the Dark? And which icon left a bigger legacy on rock music? Bruce Springsteen grew up in Freehold, New Jersey, shaped by working-class struggles and early exposure to rock and folk music. Inspired by Elvis Presley and Bob Dylan, he taught himself guitar and played in local bands throughout the late 1960s. After forming the E Street Band, his intense live performances built a strong regional following. Signed to Columbia Records, Springsteen released Greetings from Asbury Park, NJ, in 1973, marking the start of his rise. Bryan Adams was born in 1959 in Kingston, Ontario, and raised in several countries due to his father's diplomatic career. Exposed early to diverse music, he taught himself guitar and songwriting as a teenager in Vancouver. At 15, he joined the rock band Sweeney Todd, gaining studio experience. By the late 1970s, Adams began writing with producer Jim Vallance, laying the foundation for his breakthrough as a solo artist. Bruce Springsteen achieved his first major success in 1975 with Born to Run, an album that transformed him from a cult favorite into a national star. The title track received heavy radio play and critical acclaim, while his dramatic, cinematic songwriting captured the American working-class spirit. The album reached the top 5 on the Billboard 200, earned Springsteen iconic Time and Newsweek covers, and established his reputation as one of rock's most powerful live performers. Bryan Adams achieved his first major success in the early 1980s with his second album, You Want It, You Got It, which introduced him to a wider audience. The real breakthrough came with Cuts Like a Knife, driven by the hit single of the same name. The song received heavy radio play and MTV rotation, establishing Adams as a rising rock star and setting the stage for his global dominance later in the decade. Bruce Springsteen's albums reshaped American rock by blending heartland realism, poetic storytelling, and raw emotion. Records like Born to Run and Darkness on the Edge of Town defined working-class rock, while Nebraska proved minimalism could be deeply powerful. Born in the USA brought socially conscious themes to mainstream pop success. Collectively, his albums influenced generations of songwriters, elevated narrative depth in rock music, and set a benchmark for authenticity and emotional honesty. Number 3. Darkness on the Edge of Town, 1978. Darkness on the Edge of Town marked a turning point in Bruce Springsteen's career, pairing stripped-down rock with stark working-class themes. The album sold over 4 million copies worldwide and reached the top 10 on the Billboard 200. Its raw sound and songs like Badlands and The Promised Land deepened his artistic credibility. Darkness influenced generations of heartland and alternative rock artists, and is widely viewed as one of Springsteen's most honest and enduring statements. Number 2. Born to Run, 1975. Born to Run was Bruce Springsteen's breakthrough, turning him into a global rock star. The album has sold over 7 million copies worldwide and reached the top 5 on the Billboard 200. Its anthemic title track and cinematic production redefined American rock ambition. Critically acclaimed upon release, Born to Run established Springsteen as a major songwriter, inspired countless artists, and remains a cornerstone of rock history and cultural identity. Number 1. Born in the USA, 1984. Born in the USA became Bruce Springsteen's commercial peak and a defining album of the 1980s. It sold over 30 million copies worldwide and reached number 1 on the Billboard 200, producing 7 top 10 singles. The album fused arena-ready rock with socially charged lyrics, often misunderstood as purely patriotic. Its massive global success expanded Springsteen's audience, shaped stadium rock for decades, and cemented his status as an enduring American cultural icon. Bryan Adams built his global impact through albums that blended arena rock, pop hooks, and emotional storytelling. Records like Cuts Like a Knife and Reckless turned him into a worldwide star, while 18 Till I Die extended his success into the 1990s. His albums consistently produced radio staples, crossed generational audiences, and achieved massive sales, helping define mainstream rock's commercial peak and securing Adams a lasting place in pop rock history. Number 3. 18 Till I Die, 1996. 18 Till I Die marked Bryan Adams' successful mid-90s resurgence. The album sold 5 million copies worldwide, reaching multi-platinum status in Europe and topping charts in several countries. Singles like Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman dominated radio and international charts, especially outside North America. While more pop-leaning than his earlier rock work, the album reinforced Adams' global appeal, extended his commercial longevity, and secured his relevance in a changing music landscape. Number 2. Waking Up the Neighbors, 1991. Waking Up the Neighbors represented Bryan Adams' commercial peak and global dominance. The album sold 16 plus million copies worldwide and topped charts across Europe, Canada, and Australia. Powered by Everything I Do It For You, one of the biggest singles in music history, it expanded Adams' reach beyond rock into pop and adult contemporary. Its massive success defined early 90s mainstream music and cemented Adams as a true international superstar. Number 1. Reckless 1984. Reckless is Bryan Adams' signature release and defining career statement. The album sold 12 plus million copies worldwide, reached number 1 in Canada, and dominated international charts. It produced multiple enduring hits including Summer of '69, Run to You, and Heaven. Reckless shaped the sound of 1980s arena rock, combined grit with pop accessibility, and remains a timeless benchmark for mainstream rock success and Adams' lasting cultural legacy. Bruce Springsteen's hits reshaped rock by combining mass appeal with deep storytelling and social realism. Songs like Born to Run, Thunder Road, and Born in the USA proved that chart-topping singles could carry emotional weight and political nuance. His anthems became staples of radio, sports arenas, and live concerts, influencing generations of rock, heartland, and Americana artists while setting a standard for authenticity, narrative songwriting, and powerful audience connection in popular music. Number 3. Dancing in the Dark 1984. Dancing in the Dark was Bruce Springsteen's biggest commercial hit and a defining single of the 1980s. Released in 1984, it reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became his best-selling U.S. single. The song's synth-driven sound expanded his appeal to pop and MTV audiences. Its iconic video and universal theme of frustration and hope cemented its legacy as a timeless crossover hit in Springsteen's catalog. Number 2. Born to Run, 1975. Born to Run marked Bruce Springsteen's artistic breakthrough and became his defining anthem. Released in 1975, it reached the top 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 and drove strong single and album sales worldwide. Its cinematic production and youthful urgency reshaped American rock songwriting. Widely acclaimed by critics, the song elevated Springsteen to national prominence and endures as one of the most influential and celebrated rock songs of all time. Number 1. Born in the USA, 1984. Born in the USA became one of Bruce Springsteen's most commercially powerful and culturally influential hits. Released in 1984, it reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and sold millions worldwide as a single and album centerpiece. Its explosive chorus and arena-ready sound made it a global anthem, while its misunderstood Vietnam-era lyrics sparked political debate. The song's lasting legacy lies in its rare fusion of mass appeal, social commentary, and enduring cultural symbolism. Bryan Adams built his legacy on timeless hits that dominated radio, MTV, and global charts across 2 decades. Songs like Summer of '69, Heaven, and Everything I Do It For You became cultural staples, blending anthemic rock with emotional ballads. His hits achieved massive sales, long chart runs, and cross-generational appeal, helping define mainstream pop rock of the 1980s and 1990s while ensuring enduring relevance worldwide. Number 3. Heaven, 1985. Heaven is one of Bryan Adams' most defining hits. Released from Reckless, it reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1985 and became a major international success. The song sold millions through singles and airplay, showcasing Adams' ability to balance rock credibility with emotional balladry. Heaven helped broaden his audience, strengthened his crossover appeal, and remains a timeless staple of 1980s romantic rock and live performances. Number 2. Summer of '69, 1984. Summer of '69 is Bryan Adams' most iconic rock hit. Released in 1984, it became a major international success, reaching the top 10 in several countries, and achieving multi-platinum sales through long-term airplay and downloads. The song's nostalgic theme and driving guitar riff turned it into a universal anthem of youth and freedom. Decades later, it remains a radio staple, concert highlight, and cultural symbol of 1980s arena rock. Number 1. Everything I Do It For You, 1991. Everything I Do It For You is Bryan Adams' biggest global hit and one of the most successful singles in music history. Released in 1991, it sold 15 plus million copies worldwide and topped charts in 30 plus countries, including a record 16 weeks at number 1 in the UK. The song defined early 1990s romantic ballads, crossed pop and adult contemporary audiences, and cemented Adams' status as a worldwide superstar with lasting cultural impact. Bruce Springsteen's tours redefined live rock performance through marathon shows, emotional intensity, and deep audience connection. Known for 3-hour-plus concerts, Springsteen turned touring into a central pillar of his legacy. His tours consistently ranked among the highest-grossing worldwide, influencing generations of performers to prioritize authenticity and endurance on stage. Beyond sales, his concerts built a loyal global fan base, strengthened the cultural impact of his songs, and cemented his reputation as one of the greatest live artists in music history. Number 3. The Reunion Tour, 1999-2000. Bruce Springsteen's Reunion Tour marked the triumphant return of Springsteen with the E Street Band after more than a decade apart. The tour grossed over $300 million and drew millions of fans worldwide, ranking among the highest-grossing tours of its time. Its emotionally charged marathon performances reaffirmed Springsteen's legendary live status. The tour proved that legacy artists could dominate modern touring and revitalized interest in his catalog for a new generation. Number 2. The River Tour, 1980-1981. Bruce Springsteen's The River Tour elevated his reputation as rock's ultimate live performer. The tour grossed an estimated $90 million and drew massive arena audiences across the US and Europe. Known for 3-hour-plus shows blending intensity, humor, and social commentary, it set a new standard for endurance and authenticity in live rock. Its legacy lies in defining Springsteen's marathon concert mythos and deepening the emotional bond with his global fan base. Number 1. Born in the USA Tour, 1984-1985. Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA tour marked his rise to global superstardom. The tour grossed over $110 million and attracted more than 3 million fans worldwide, selling out stadiums and arenas. Its powerful, high-energy performances turned Springsteen into a mass cultural force. Beyond record-breaking attendance, the tour defined 1980s stadium rock, expanded his international audience, and cemented his legacy as one of the greatest live performers in music history. Bryan Adams built a major part of his legacy through relentless touring and powerful live performances. His tours consistently sold out arenas and stadiums worldwide, especially across Europe and North America. Known for high-energy shows and audience connection, Adams's tours reinforced his reputation as a dependable live act rather than a studio-only star. Decades of successful touring strengthened his global fan base, sustained album sales, and ensured his long-term relevance as a touring rock icon. Number 3. 18 Till I Die Tour, 1996-1997. Bryan Adams launched the 18 Till I Die Tour as a major international success, particularly across Europe. The tour sold out arenas, drew millions of fans, and ranked among the decade's strongest rock tours outside North America. High radio exposure from global hits fueled attendance, while Adams's energetic performances reinforced his live credibility. The tour proved his post-80s longevity, expanded his European dominance, and solidified his legacy as a consistent world-class touring artist. Number 2. Waking Up the Neighbors Tour, 1991-1993. Bryan Adams reached his touring peak with the Waking Up the Neighbors Tour. The tour sold out large arenas and stadiums worldwide, drawing millions of fans and ranking among the era's biggest global rock tours. Driven by the massive success of Everything I Do It For You, it expanded Adams' audience beyond rock into mainstream pop. The tour confirmed his superstar status and remains the centerpiece of his live performance legacy. Number 1. Reckless Tour, 1984-1985. Bryan Adams broke through as a global live force with the Reckless Tour. The tour sold out arenas across North America and Europe, attracting millions of fans and dramatically expanding his audience. Its raw, high-energy performances reinforced the anthemic power of Reckless and drove massive album sales. The tour transformed Adams from a rising act into a headline arena star and laid the foundation for his long-term touring legacy. Bruce Springsteen has won a variety of awards in his illustrious career. He has won 20 Grammy Awards, including Best Male Rock Vocal Performance for Dancing in the Dark, Best Rock Vocal Performance for Tunnel of Love, Best Rock Album for The Rising, and Best Rock Song for Girls in Their Summer Clothes. He has also won 2 AMA Awards, including Favorite Pop Rock Album for Born in the USA and Favorite Pop Rock Male Artist in 1985. Bruce Springsteen has won an Academy Award for Best Original Song for the song Streets of Philadelphia, and 2 Golden Globe Awards also for Best Original Song for the same song, and another award for musical contribution to the cinema. Bruce was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1999. He was honored with a Kennedy Center Honors in 2009 and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016. Bruce Springsteen is one of the most critically acclaimed artists ever. The albums Born to Run, Born in the USA, and Nebraska ranked among the greatest albums of all time, and he is widely cited as the greatest live rock performer in modern music. Bryan Adams has won a variety of awards in his iconic career. He has won one Grammy Award for Best Song Written for a Motion Picture for the song Everything I Do It For You. He has won 4 AMA awards including Favorite Pop Rock Album for Waking Up the Neighbors, Favorite Pop Rock Male Artist, and Favorite Adult Contemporary Artist. Bryan Adams has won 20 Juno Awards including multiple wins for Artist of the Year, multiple wins for Songwriter of the Year, Album of the Year for Reckless, and Single of the Year for Summer of '69. He has won 2 Golden Globe Awards including Best Original Song for Everything I Do It For You, and Best Original Song for Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman? He has been awarded the Officer of the Order of Canada, and he has been inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame and was also inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Bruce Springsteen's legacy is defined by authenticity, storytelling, and an unmatched bond with his audience. He gave voice to working-class America through poetic, emotionally honest songs while balancing commercial success with artistic integrity. His marathon live performances set the gold standard for rock concerts, and his influence spans generations of songwriters across rock, Americana, and folk. More than a hitmaker, Springsteen stands as a cultural historian of American life and resilience. Bryan Adams is remembered as one of the most successful and enduring figures in mainstream rock. Blending anthemic rock with emotional ballads, he dominated global charts in the 1980s and 1990s with timeless hits and massive tours. His songwriting crossed music and film, achieving rare global reach. Decades of consistent touring, radio staples, and international appeal cement his legacy as a reliable hitmaker, respected songwriter, and lasting global rock icon. Bryan Adams built an outstanding career defined by global hits, massive album sales, and timeless rock anthems that dominated radio and arenas for decades. His consistency and crossover appeal made him one of the most successful rock artists of his era. However, Bruce Springsteen wins this comparison through deeper artistic impact, richer storytelling, legendary live performances, and a cultural legacy that transcends charts, making him not just a star, but a defining voice of American rock history. Do you agree with the winner? And which artist careers would you like to see compared next? Write in the comments below and don't forget to like and follow. See you in the next comparison.